it's Jason Carlson. It's not a lock picking video because I've been so busy building picks and challenge locks recently that I haven't really had a chance to do much else. But what I thought I'd do is give you a little bird's eye view of some of the stuff that I do to put picks together. I've already ground this piece of steel and then roughed up the hybrid. Going that way. There we go. So when it's glued together and then pinned, it can be ground down to what I think is a nice shape. So that's the simplest way to go about advertising that. And I prefer to use clear 5-minute epoxy. Basically because it starts to gel up fast enough and it doesn't run all over the place. I've used some 2-hour stuff and it's not pleasant to work with. Don't need that. The thing I don't like about using this particular epoxy is that if it gets bubbles in it, they'll show up later when you start cutting away the material. And just want to make sure it's thoroughly mixed and try to avoid bubbles as much as possible. Of course, I'm on vacation this week and the dogs know it. Lots of bubbles, so I'll try to work those out. I want to get it on as thick as possible so that it bonds both the metal and plastic and wood. Get it all the way up to the end. And when I put the other piece on, a ton of it is going to run out. And that's one of the reasons why you wear gloves. Okay, make sure it's the correct direction. Now for the clamps. These clamps have been well used. And there it all comes. Yep. Even that up as much as I possibly can. Even that up as much as I possibly can. As it squeezes out, it tries to move and wiggle all over the place. So it's this constant battle of trying to get everything even and push the adhesive back into the space between the two pieces. And that looks pretty good. And then smear it all over the top. Because when it sits, it's going to run down gravity-wise into the spaces below. But because I'm using 5-minute, in the next minute or two it'll gel up even faster. And that way I don't have to worry about it running out and turning into a giant mess. Yay! All greased up. Not grease, glue. Okay, now I can tell the adhesive is starting to set because it's getting warm. Put that there. What comes next is the process of cutting it down if I need to take some sides off, and then drilling holes and running pins through. These are some of those vanity pins that I've got. And this is a piece of ironwood that I'm going to turn into the next pick. And it's all taped up because I don't want any of the sanding or finishing process to tear up the steel. Anyway, just wanted to give you a little view of what I've been up to. Hopefully I can get a lock picking video done sometime this week while I'm on vacation. I have 6 challenge locks and about 9 picks going out in the mail. Unfortunately not today because the post office is closed due to a presidential death. And you know what? Still real happy to be a part of this community. Great to see all of the great lock pick makers and all the challenge lock makers out there stepping up. Great community, spectacular bunch of human beings, and you know, I'll look forward to each and every one of your videos. Everybody have a spectacular Wednesday, and I will catch up with you in a couple of days when I get ready to put these current picks into more involved refinement. There's a word for it. Anyway, everybody have a spectacular one. Remember to keep it real, keep it legal, and go through the lock.